And basically,
I never got that. I never got that.
Ma'am, you need to stop talking while the court's talking.
This law firm has done nothing but harass me. I am here under duress. I live on Social Security. I will be 69 years old in the fall. Somebody trying to sell me.
No, I'm not going to tell you.
No, I'm finished.
I
want to speak.
Wow.
You're taking advantage of somebody that's not being represented by an attorney under maritime law. I'm representing myself under the power and the attorneys of Jesus Christ. Good luck to you guys with Donald J. Trump. Maritime law is going bye-bye.
A judge and a self-proclaimed sovereign citizen had a serious courtroom clash today, and things got tense. The person at the center of it all? A 69-year-old woman who came to court over a $900 credit card debt. But instead of addressing the issue directly, she insisted she doesn't owe anything, using the same arguments often heard from sovereign citizen groups. What's more surprising is that this isn't her first time. This is actually her third appearance in court. The first two cases, involving thousands of dollars, were somehow dismissed. It really makes you wonder how that happened. At the end of the day, simply claiming you don't fall under the law doesn't make it so. What do you think about all of this? Share your thoughts in the comments. Now let's watch how this situation unfolds in court.
Is counsel here for the plaintiff?
Yes, Judge Hillman, Cezanne Barda.
Well, you're an attorney, sir?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. I couldn't tell based on the way you're dressed. We do expect lawyers to wear ties and suits for court proceedings, Mr. Barda.
Yes, Your Honor. I completely apologize. There are two attorneys that handled our docket via Zoom today. Both failed to appear. I don't know why, and now I'm scrambling. I apologize.
Okay. All right. Is Ruth Conway present?
Yep.
Okay. Good afternoon. All right. So this is plaintiff's motion for summary disposition. Ms. Conway, the plaintiff filed a request to have a judgment granted in this matter. Mr. Barda, do you wish to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. Our motion is based on MCR 2.116 C9 C10. We don't believe there's a genuine issue of material fact to move forward to trial. This is a straightforward collection matter whereby it was original creditor of Credit One Bank. LVNB purchased that, and all the chain of title and bill of sale documentation is attached to our motion. We also have billing statements showing charges made and payments made, which comports with the account stated theory in the state of Michigan. The address on those billing statement matches the same address where the proof of service went for this file. And we also have an affidavit from our client stating how much is owed at this time. Defendant not only failed to file a response to our motion for summary disposition, but also failed to file a counter affidavit, which is required by court rule. And even looking at her answer, all she states is she doesn't believe that this is her debt. I believe that plaintiff has provided proof and has established that this account was the defendant's, and I don't believe there's been there hasn't been a defense raised to be able to prevail at this time. Plaintiff respectfully requests that our motion for summary disposition be granted.
Okay. All right, Ms. Conway. So I have this motion for summary disposition that was filed by the plaintiff back on December 17th. I don't have any written response that was filed by you. I see you're holding up some kind of a receipt. I don't know what that's a receipt for, but we did receive your answer to the complaint. What date is on that receipt that you're holding up, ma'am?
October 29th.
Okay, so I think you're referring to your answer to the complaint that you filed in this matter, which was dated, let's see, which is dated October 28th. So I'm guessing that what you're holding up is verification that you filed an answer to the complaint. However, there was a motion for summary disposition, and basically
I never got that. I
Hang on,
never
ma'am.
got that.
Ma'am.
having a hard time believing her claim. The plaintiff clearly has her correct address, so it's unlikely she never received the court notice. Let's be honest, mail doesn't just vanish unless something truly unusual is going on. She's 69 years old, and at some point, you have to take responsibility. You can't ignore legal documents like it's some sort of action movie. Legally, if something is mailed to your last known address, it's considered delivered. That's known as the mailbox rule. So unless she believes the Postal Service is somehow out to get her, her excuse doesn't really hold up. What do you think? It feels like she might be pretending not to know, but I doubt she's being completely honest.
Ma'am, hang on. You need to listen while the court's talking, and then I'll give you an opportunity to talk afterwards. So there was a motion for summary disposition. That's a request for a judgment, and it has an affidavit attached to it, and it has bills showing that you had a Credit One credit card and that you had made certain charges. It looks like there's charges to Meyer and Mason. There's charges to the city of Mason on the credit card, Dollar Tree, and Celebration Cinema. And what the plaintiff has indicated is that that Credit One account was purchased by LVNB Funding, the plaintiff in this case, and that based on the fact that you had used the credit card and you had made payments on the credit card under Michigan law, that's a cause of action for account stated, and you would have an obligation to file an affidavit indicating that those were not your charges and you did not have an account with Credit One, and you've not filed that. Is there anything you would like to tell the court, ma'am? This is the time for you to make your response.
Okay, I'm making this statement. I am here under duress. I have formally put in a formal complaint to the Consumers Finance Protection Bureau. I don't know who LVNV Funding is. I have never heard of them in my entire life. This law firm has done nothing but harass me with document after document. I had 3 collection agencies approach me on this matter. I contacted the other 2, told them exactly the same thing I told this firm, but this firm has continued to harass me. I have made that formal complaint to the Consumers Finance Protection. Whether they protect me or a loaning institute is another story. I am here under duress. I live on Social Security. I will be 69 years old in the fall, and I do not have a job. I do not work. I have 14 grandchildren. I'm a mother of 5, and 2 of them are veterans of the United States military. I help with my 14 grandchildren. So I don't have a job. I will collect Social Security.
Okay, let me ask you this. Did you have a credit card at Credit One?
I do not ever recall having a credit card from any place.
This woman's defense really doesn't add up. She says she has children and grandchildren and no job, which in her mind seems to mean she shouldn't be responsible for her credit card debt. But not having a job doesn't erase your financial obligations. From the looks of it, she may be relying on Social Security and possibly using other credit cards to get by. The truth is, credit card companies aren't concerned with how you pay them back, just that you do. Her main argument seems to be based on her family situation, but that doesn't excuse the debt. And the judge? He's about to lay it all out clearly in just a moment. Let's jump back in and watch how it plays out.
And especially, I would never have a credit card with a small amount of credit. In my past, whenever I had credit, it was a decent amount of money that I had on a credit card balance that I was allowed to borrow. I don't know. You tell me why I get a phone call every other day of somebody trying to sell me.
No, I'm not going to tell you.
No, I'm finished. I want to speak.
Wow.
That I get a phone call every other day. How do these people know I don't have Medicare B? How do they know that? I get harassed to buy Medicare B. I can't afford Medicare B. I live on Social Security. So how do I get them knowing I don't have it? You tell me.
Okay. All right. Anything further, Mr. Barta?
No, I would ask for our motion to be granted at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Well, Ms. Conway, we do have rules in lawsuits in terms of what's necessary to get past a summary disposition motion. You would have been required to file an affidavit verifying that you never had any credit card with Credit One, and that you were not the person that used this credit card that was in your name and made out to your address. And
Excuse me, but I was never asked. I was never asked by the court or received a document telling me I needed to do that. You're taking advantage of somebody that's not being represented by an attorney under maritime law. I'm representing myself under the power and the attorneys of Jesus Christ.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am. So a summary disposition is granted for the plaintiff. And
I live on Social Security. I know federal law.
Ma'am, you need to stop talking while the court's talking. Mr. Barta, you can submit a judgment under the 7-day rule with the court. That's all for the record. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck to you guys with Donald J. Trump. Maritime law is going bye-bye. You're going to have to all relearn constitutional law. Thanks to MEGA and us anons.
Well, that definitely took an unexpected turn. Some people really struggle to take responsibility, and this woman seems like a clear example. Instead of owning up to her debt, she tried to paint herself as the victim, and somehow brought up Donald Trump in the middle of it all. It had nothing to do with the case, and honestly, it seemed like even she didn't know where she was going with it. Whether you're into politics or not, the courtroom isn't the place for off-topic rants. The law doesn't change just because you don't like the situation you're in. If you use a credit card and don't pay it back, that's a breach of contract, plain and simple. And judges have heard every excuse out there, so playing the sympathy card won't make the debt disappear. She signed for that credit card, she used it, and now it's time to deal with the consequences. What do you all think? Was she genuinely confused or just trying to dodge responsibility? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more courtroom breakdowns like this. Thanks for watching, and take care.